preseason battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tonight, 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 26. Check 26. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Check 52.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check 31. Check 31.
Ric Flair.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Out.
Turbo's up.
Check nickel.
Turbo's up.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Cut. 20.
56. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll try the air now with Goff. The throw taken in by Cole. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
50.
180.
Right there. 56.
Man, we're close.
Watch the twist.
Super. DC.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3.
Hey, Todd.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
Value 1. Hard ball. Hey, Delta.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go. 58's the mic. 58.
On first down, it's gone. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a gain of 13. 1st down, Rams.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We go. 180.
56.
Value 3. Value 3.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
From the red zone now, Goff. Out to Cole on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
By no past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Deuce. Joker.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check hot.
First carry for Darius Geis. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Listen.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Value 3. We go. 76. Protein spill.
Goff now looks to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56 is the mic.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They start on the ground with Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Cut. 120. Shell. Switch. 14. Carlos up.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
20. Hey, 5.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
61.
From the 36, Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He gets it to Cooks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check 49. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, 56.
Now gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Value three. Value three.
Rush in.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check, 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 check. Mike 56, Mike 56. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Third and goal, Gurley. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
It's second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go. 51. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Mike 51. Watch the run. 51, Mike 51. Hey. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete to Slayton. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Washington.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 51, Mike 51. All right, here we go. Let's go, B, let's go. Good thing. Get there. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
2nd down, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made by Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. Come on, Henry. You.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
I'll go back to you. 15. Check 15. That's it. Slam. Jack.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Finding some room at midfield. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Redskins 10, Rams 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Alert flare. Kill.
Now it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Check. Fresno. Quick dash. Go.
Check.
They run. It's Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Go.
Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this one's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Go. 180.
56. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Turn it up. Kill.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Now the kicker fest continues. He's been good, though. Knocked through 4 of them now.
If you're the kickers for these two teams, you know what you're doing next week in practice?
Asking for a pay raise?
Yeah, besides that, you're walking into all the meeting rooms saying, you love us now, don't you? Now you love us because you need us, because that's all we've seen. Kickers scoring all the points.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They can't hang with us. 51's the mark.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Win championships, baby. Check 37. Check 37. Let's go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's head here. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 58 to Mike, 58.
Goff on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3.
Hey, 5. 2 for 1.
24. Check 24.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Orange.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. The throw taken in by Cole. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch that, watch that.
11. 11.
Tighten up, tighten up. 36, 36.
12.
Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go. 18 data, 18 data. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 51. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Rams 19, Redskins 17.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Goff. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Bring it.
Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First down, Redskins.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Tight off.
On first down, this is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
13. Check.
Here we go with Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check back. Check back. SOS. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Safe.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
We go tonight. 20.
65.
Obama.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 50.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Los Angeles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.